Welcome to the Dick Geyer Gymnasium here at Bishop Hartley High School. Tonight we're getting ready for a big CCL matchup between the Lady Hawks of Bishop Hartley and the Lady Eagles of Bishop Watterson. I'm Bob McElligott along with Julian Jackson tonight. Julian, this is always a good matchup. The last couple of years it's been these two teams battling it out to see who's going to win the CCL. This is the second meeting of the year. Watterson won the first time around. For Hartley, this is their opportunity to split the series and get a win here at home.
Sure. No, it's a very exciting time. It is senior night for the Hartley girls, and with the Hawks this evening, they seem like they're poised and ready to go. We are looking at them with a few seniors coming out on the floor this evening, so let's see what they've got.
Yeah, what they should have is a little extra jump because of that, right? Not just the seniors, but the rest of the team. They want to do well for their senior teammates who are going to be playing here in really the last home game before the tournament begins.
Well, and this is a 1-2 matchup in the Central Catholic League, so we're looking for a lot of excitement here in this building. And as a matter of fact, I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but this house looks as packed as it can be, socially distant, of course.
That's right. That's exactly right. All right, getting ready for the prayer and the national anthem here, so we'll send it right down to the floor.
Relations with all member schools. Let's have the players play, the coaches coach, the officials officiate, and the spectators cheer in a positive manner. The athletes and coaches participating in this contest are friendly rivals as members of opposing teams. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected according to the procedures adopted by the OHSAA. They are Ashley Packer, Farrell Smith, and Peter Kowalski. We will start with the pregame prayer and then go to the national anthem. In Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Loving God, we gather in your name, respecting each other, supported by parents, led by coaches, guided by officials. When we practice, give us strength. When we play, give us courage. When we win, give us humility. And when we lose, give us peace. In all that we do, let our lives praise you. In Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. America is a country with freedoms like no others. To honor her and honor the men and women who have served to protect those freedoms, we play the Star-Spangled Banner.
So we'll get set for the introduction of the starters here tonight as we get ready to go between Bishop Hartley and Bishop Watterson. We mentioned it is senior night here, and for Hartley, they've got 3 seniors on their roster who are going to be playing in their final game. So, Julian, this is really still a young team. I mean, they're going to lose some pieces here at the end of the year, but it's a young team that still has its future in front of it, quite frankly. But Shania Davis, who comes in off the bench, she's one of the seniors. Melena Williams and Cammie Quartercracks are the other 2. They are starters. But, again, there's a lot of youth on this team.
Well, yes, of course. And as a matter of fact, being led by 2 sophomores, and Ella Brandewie, and then also with Bella Parker, she's actually a junior, I'm sorry. You know, you're looking at good things to come. And this team has continued to grow throughout this season, as I've been able to catch a few games on broadcast. So I'm really excited to be able to see what this brings on senior night.
Yeah, the Watterson girls have been introduced, so they are in their huddle, getting ready to go here tonight, and again, feeling good about themselves because they've got themselves sitting at the top of the CCL coming into this game. They've got the 1 win against Hartley, so they've got confidence at the start of the night.
Sure. And
Kiki McElrath.
And with Kiki McElrath, that was the other sophomore I was actually referring to earlier. I do apologize when I mentioned Bella Parker instead. These two are impact players. You're going to be looking at number 4 and number 5 all evening.
You know, it's funny, too, because I mentioned Shania Davis comes off the bench. Well, I wasn't thinking it's senior night. She's going to be in the starting lineup on senior night, and she is a contributor here. There's no doubt about that.
And Shania, a 2-year varsity letter winner with the basketball team here.
Well, for this game tonight, I think it goes without saying the start is going to be very important, and that goes both ways here, especially for Hartley. They've got all the excitement on their side with the senior night, and they're going to want to try to get things going their way early in this game. And for Bishop Watterson, that doesn't mean get ready to be defensive at the start of the game. They're going to be the same way. They want to take it right to Hartley. They want to zap that energy out of the Lady Hawks right as soon as we get going here.
Well, and what I want to focus in on is the fact that Bishop Watterson played 3 less games than Bishop Hartley here. So going into this contest, it seems like they've got a little bit more experience, but also 2 losses more in addition under their belt there with the Hawks, and they're about to tip off.
Kylie Graham stands 6'2", and Ella Brandaway, who's 6'3", ready for the jump ball to get this one started. Hartley in their home white uniforms, and Watterson winning the opening tip, and immediately a double dribble is called. Well, I talked about wanting to get things going. They got it going a little bit too fast right there.
And that's Bryn Mulligan taking the ball to the basket. And yes, like I said, a bit too fast, steps away, gives up the ball. Probably should have taken a shot there.
Kiki McElrath will set it up for Shania Davis. Brandaway at the top of the key. Now, see her get rid of it and start to immediately go down toward the baseline. That's what she does. McElrath finding her, and she couldn't get the shot there. A little bit of contact, but it was good contact by Watterson. Good defense.
Brandaway with the ball, a little premature there in her shot, and just missing the rim.
Bryn Mulligan handling things out front for Bishop Watterson. Danielle Grimm couldn't drive. Goes back over to Mulligan, looking down into the right wing corner. Kylan McGuff moves it back out front here. A lot of perimeter work being done by the Lady Eagles, as they would love to get this ball inside. The Hartley defense not allowing that at the moment.
Hartley doing a great job at keeping Watterson on the perimeter here, forcing them to take a shot from outside.
Even a little head fake didn't catch the Hartley defenders off balance. Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball, so they can continue to pass this all around. Danielle Grimm wants to set it up and get it to the foul line. And again, there's nowhere to go as Kylan McGuff looked and couldn't get it through, and now it's a turnover. The ball was dribbled on the baseline.
Big stout defense starting off here on senior night, and Brandaway sitting in the middle. When you got 6'3" down there, you don't just dish the ball into the key. You got to keep that thing out, and they forced a turnover.
McElrath going to set things up. Left-handed dribble looking for Davis. Now it's Cammie Quartercracks. Top of the key. She wanted to loft it down low. Nothing there. She's going to take the jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Watterson pulls down that rebound.
I'm sensing a lot of nerves here with the 1-2 matchup in the Central Catholic League.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And there's, it's almost like 2 teams trying to figure each other out early on here. A little bit afraid to make mistakes. They loop it down low, does Watterson, and they're going to get the first points as Kylie Graham is able to get those points.
Kylie Graham buttoned right up against Brandaway there to be able to get the score under the basket. And on the other side now, a turnover.
So a couple of quick substitutions here as Bella Parker comes in for Shania Davis. Brandaway comes out in favor of Lexi Catchwell.
And I apologize, not a turnover. The ball stays with Hartley here on their end of the court.
Elena Williams inbounds to Cammie Quartercracks. Quartercracks with the dribble, now the pass. McElrath puts it up, and that shot for 3 is no good. Watterson initially with the rebound. Cashwell able to get it back. Her shot won't get there.
That was a deep three-point attempt there. The ball looked good in the air, floated up there for a while. McElrath is not very tall. She's very strong, though, with that ball.
Bryn Mulligan hands it off to Kieran McGuff. Now in the middle, putting it up and in. That is Kylan McGuff. 4-0 lead for Bishop Watterson. Hartley trying to get it down the floor quickly.
Kylan McGuff, really smooth stroke there from the center of the paint.
Bella Parker, change of direction. Mulligan with great defense. Now Williams to the middle. Nice fake by Quarter Crack. She can't get it to fall. And pulling down the rebound is Kylan McGuff.
And if you're not able to actually see the action right now, note that Hartley is able to penetrate in the paint, but have not yet been able to capitalize.
Nice job running right along the baseline there by Kieran McGuff. So it's a 6-0 lead for Watterson. Nice bounce pass. McElrath able to nail the three, and that'll get Hartley right back in it.
And she follows through and keeps that hand up there for a little while longer to let everybody know who took that shot and sunk it.
All wide open. Watterson in the lane and couldn't get anything on the shot. Quarter Cracks takes it away. Cammie has a player on the left there. Doesn't pass it that way. Goes to Bella Parker. Her shot is off the rim and good. It went straight up and fell through, and that's a three-pointer for Bella Parker.
And there's a little wavering of the rope on top of the basket there. You're wondering if they were actually going to call out of bounds on that, but they did not, and we're all tied up.
Bryn Mulligan getting some defensive pressure from Bella Parker. Kylan McGuff controlling the ball, wants to drive, and does. Kicks it to the right side, and that one is bobbled by Kieran McGuff. Watterson takes it back, puts it up. That is no good. They'll get another opportunity, and it doesn't fall either. How about a third one? That'll go.
And another for Kylie Graham there with the rebound and then putting it up. It actually went back two ways. Hartley had turned, or Watterson had turned over the ball, and then going back, they were stripped in the middle of the court. Up two for Watterson.
Cashwell driving, and she gets stuffed. Kylie Graham, great defensive play. Watterson on the counterattack as they settle things down. Up 8-6, make it 10-6. Kylan McGuff lays it in.
Kylan McGuff laying that in. They'll be looking for a timeout here soon from Hartley coach.
Bella Parker's shot for three, no good. Cashwell with a rebound. Now Milena Williams, she'll go for three. That one is short, and a reverse layup try by Quarter Cracks. Can't get that to fall, and this was last touch by Watterson. It's Hartley ball.
Quarter Cracks with a grand effort there, getting the rebound as she now comes off the floor for a breather.
Brandaway comes in to take her place. Ella was on the bench there for quite a while. Milena Williams will do the inbounding for Bishop Hartley. Lexi Cashwell takes that pass outside the three-point arc and get it to McElrath. Kiki to Bella Parker, fakes a three. Good job to put it on the floor. Couldn't drive in, though. McElrath will go for three, top of the key. Push it off to the right, missed.
Just off the mark and then rebounded.
Danielle Grimm setting it up, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Oh, that one almost got away from Kylan McGuff. She does a good job to go back and get it. Now she will take a long three-pointer, and this is off the rim, no good. McElrath brings it down. Up the floor she comes, wants to drive it herself, and there's a foul on the floor.
And that foul is going to go there for Danielle Grimm of Bishop Watterson. And that's Kiki going to the line to shoot two here.
That was good work by her. She had to be in the act of shooting there to get that. And she just accelerated and started to go into the layup when she got fouled. That first one bounces off, no good.
Grace Cantwell, number 2, enters the game for Grimm. Another for McGrath. I'm sorry,
Now she misses both free throws. And it'll be Watterson ball, last touch by Hartley.
It seems like Hartley's slowing down a little bit here. Bishop Watterson's able to push the ball down the floor. They've got a little bit more control. Interested to see what they're going to do with this next minute and 40 seconds remaining in the first.
able to get across the timeline. And pick off by Bella Parker. Parker's got to hurry to get it there, and she gets it to roll in.
She's fast. She picked that ball off like you were coming up as a cornerback in a game. Quarterback passed the ball, and she just stripped the out route.
So the pressure by Hartley worked. Once again, Watterson brings it up. Put it to the corner. Fake of a three-pointer. Now they'll throw it back out front. And Mulligan on the line, takes a shot. That is no good. And the ball winds up out of bounds.
Her foot was on the line. I don't know if she was going for a 3 or if she knew it was a 2, but looked like she was hesitating right in the act of shooting and ended up being an air ball.
Camille Gregory is going to report in for Watterson at the next stoppage here, but right now it's Milena Williams trying to fire it down low for Ella Brandaway. Got knocked away by Bishop Watterson. Kylan McGuff driving, kicks it right side. Here's a shot off the rim, no good.
And it's incredible how
Brandaway back the other way, kiss it off the glass and put it in.
and all tied up here. It was incredible how Kiki McKellar was actually able to go ahead and pull down that ball with boxing out, not at all. Shows her athletic ability.
Right underneath, that shot no good. Second shot up and good. Alexa McCool. That'll make it a 12-10 game. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hartley plays for the last shot. McElrath had it knocked away. She's going to pick it up. There's still 4 seconds left. Now she's kind of trapped, and they will not get a shot as time expires at the end of the first quarter. So the ball in the hands of one of your most sure-handed ball handlers, and McElrath has to get away from her. But as the first quarter comes to a close, it's Bishop Watterson leading by just one basket. It is 12-10 as we've got the second quarter. That will be coming up here in just a few moments, and we'll take a break here on Score on Air.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player.
Second quarter,
that is
starting
all-star.
here at Bishop Hartley.
That is why we
Lady
are the
Hawks
leaders
trail
in audio-visual
Lady Eagles of
installation
Bishop
in Central
Watterson.
Ohio.
12-10 the score. Elena Williams, Bella Parker sets it up for a three ball, and that's good.
And right at the top of the key, starting off hot in the second quarter, they swing the ball out to Bella, and she smacks it right from the top of the key.
Well, that they don't play defense, and quickly back the other way. Camille Gregory getting her first points of the game, so she equals that three. Now guarding Parker well this time. Good job to loop it into Brandaway. She gets fouled.
And it looks a little more simple to be able to get the ball right into her. If she was able to put it up, they wouldn't be taking it out of bounds. She'd be shooting free throws right now.
Sydney Spears, number 33, commits the foul. Her first team foul, number 2.
So Sydney Spears getting charged with a foul. Brandaway with a shot off the rim, no good. Watterson doing a nice job of pulling down defensive rebounds here. They come back up the floor. Gregory sets it up, hands it off to Danielle Grimm. She goes on the right side. Not going to take the shot for three from the top of the key. Grace Cantwell didn't have room to do that. Try to get it down to her right underneath the basket. Shot up in the air, no good. McElrath back on the counterattack. Loops it ahead. Bella Parker. Kick it to the corner. Milena Williams for three, no good. Rebound is going to be brought down by Watterson again.
Yeah, that three a little bit too strong. And then coming down the court, it seemed like they were a little bit rushed. Didn't really set up the offense the way they wanted to.
Timeout being called by Bishop Watterson here with 6:14 to go. And that timeout, not really much of a surprise. Danielle Grimm got the ball. She looked to her left. She wanted to pass it that way, and teammate wasn't there. And the body language said, whoa, what's going on here? and if you're the head coach, Sam Davis, over there, you see that and you say, hey, let's stop it right here. It's a 2-point game. We don't need to play ourselves into a mistake right now.
Sure, and sometimes when you get to going too fast, your mind's racing and you lose control of your body. It's important to be sure that you're focused on the task at hand.
It's tomorrow. It will be Wednesday against St. Charles. The boys against St. Charles in the single header. It's at 7 o'clock.
So we get ready for the inbounds.
Versus St. Charles. One game and one game only varsity.
And Watterson to throw it in from the far sideline. There is Grimm. Kyla McGuff. Hand it back off in the corner. Another shot for three. That's no good. And Milena Williams tried to pull that in. Couldn't.
And keep your eye on Camille Gregory. She keeps on setting up in the far left corner down here for those three-point shots. Remember, she did make one earlier on in the contest, late in the first quarter. So look for them setting that up again moving forward.
Yeah, she's been all alone and going out there, too. Here's a turnover on the inbounds pass. Bella Parker. A little one-on-one battle, and Parker couldn't get it to go. Left-handed. Brandaway gets fouled taking the shot. That was just a power move right there by Ella Brandaway to steal that ball away and get fouled.
And that's something I did mention earlier on. She was able to put up the ball right away. She goes to the free throw line, and she did that exactly there. It's almost as if she heard me.
Maybe. Nora Dorley with the foul, and so Brandaway's first shot is good.
Opportunity to tie it up here, make this one.
She doesn't, but she's looking for the rebound and finally pulls it in, trying to get it to quarter cracks along the baseline. And nobody could hold on to it.
Rather ill-advised pass down there and a lot of traffic in the paint. She couldn't get the ball on over to her buddy, Bella Parker, on the three-point line.
Oh, Bella Parker almost making a steal. Instead, she takes foul. Bella Parker with a hold right there, taking her first foul. And actually, that's the first foul for Bishop Hartley in the first half.
Bella Parker, the 5'4" junior, so quick, so elusive, and those hands are fast.
Brandaway checks out, and Lexi Cashwell back in. Now, Bella Parker right now is leading her team with 8 points. And remember, she came off the bench in this game. Shania Davis started on senior night, so Bella came off the bench and has 8 points.
As a leader of this team, you know she's got something to prove out here.
Just enough defense there, by the way, that and by Parker, that prevents that shot from going.
I'm getting a little tangled up down there on the baseline, and Hartley's going to go ahead and take over with 5:15 remaining, 15-14.
Well, and where Watterson is getting, I don't want to use the word dangerous, but they've got 4 team fouls. Hartley's got 1. So at some point, if that continues, then you start giving away 1-and-1s.
Well, let's hope they don't get too careless here in this contest. There's 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and you'd hate to be able to go in and put one of these Hartley girls on the line, jeopardize the lead.
Williams trying to force a pass across for Lexi Cashwell. That one got picked off. Nice pick off by Danielle Grimm. And Grimm wants to drive. Instead, she pulls up into the corner. That's Kieran McGuff. Hands it back off for Bryn Mulligan as they will set up their play now. Kyla Rylan McGuff pressured by Bella Parker. Able to dribble away from that pressure, and that's a travel. Nora Dorley got the ball and started to move her feet before she put the ball on the floor.
Well, and all that pressure from Parker is definitely getting the Watterson girls rattled right now. They're swinging the ball around, and it seems as if they're kind of seeming to lose control here.
Hartley down by a point. Quarter cracks, leaves it for Cashwell. She'll be able to drive in, hit the side of the backboard, hits it back, and then a turnover. And we have an injured player. And that is Kieran McGuff. Like she got hit, just a battle down there for the ball along the baseline.
Didn't quite see it. It looks as if it is the left eye of Kieran McGuff as she goes in to sit on the bench, being replaced by Bryn Mulligan here. Now onto the floor for the Lady Eagles.
And Mulligan will do the inbounding. So Hartley again tries the pressure. And Watterson will take a shot for three. Off the rim, no good. Quarter cracks, pulls down the rebound. Tammy will just drive, kick it out to Bella Parker. Fakes the three. McElrath, clean look, no go. Quarter cracks, good job to get that rebound.
She's been all over the floor thus far tonight. She's playing strong, she's playing with poise, and she looks too confident to let anyone else get their own way.
Bella Parker, nice kick over to McElrath, and a better shot by Kiki. It's good for three.
A beautiful dish. You can't ask for a better ending there. Those two look like best friends on the floor. There's a lot of chemistry in that.
And now Watterson trying to hold on to the ball. They'll take a shot. And that is no good. McElrath there to get that rebound. One of the few times Watterson didn't have multiple players underneath the basket. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Watch out for a shot from Bella Parker here. As soon as she gets open, you're going to see that. Or look for Kiki McElrath in the corner again.
Yeah, between those two, they're trying to work it to get those long shots from the outside, but Quarter Cracks wants to drive it herself, and that is no good. And the ball off the foot of Lexi Cashwell. Bella Parker, nice fake there, drives along the baseline, and there's going to be a block call.
You know, one thing I noticed there, they've got 3 girls attempting to box out Brandewie. And man, you got all those girls down there in the middle of the paint, and no one's going to be out for Bella Parker. No one's going to be out for Kiki. So that's really incredible to watch, and watch them open this up as the Hawks now lead by 2, 17-15 over the Lady Eagles.
So it'll be Milena Williams that does the inbounding here. Williams gets it to Quarter Cracks, and she was off balance. She does jar that ball loose. Williams with a chance, and that one was too hard. Now Watterson lines up with the ball, and they will take a timeout. 2:24 to play. 17-15. Hartley has the lead. Had a couple of chances, Julian, to add to that lead and just couldn't do it. But I'll tell you something. In this second quarter, Watterson's only been able to get 3 points, and that was on one shot. So their shots have been missing, and Hartley's taken advantage, getting rebounds, and then getting down the floor. And so far, they put 7 points on the board in this second quarter.
It's the pressure from the defense. It's the pressure from Bella Parker. It's being able to get the ball inside. Brandewie being able to do some different things. And Hartley has more shot attempts now. With more chances, you'll see more opportunities, and they're capitalizing on it right now and able to take the lead. 17-15.
Yeah, you saw that. It's a nice replay right there. One of those good shots by the Hartley Hawks. And you nailed it, though, when you said with Brandewie down low, they're going to put double, triple coverage on her. Those shots are there from the outside. And that's what McElrath and Parker are taking advantage of right now. If that continues, if they continue to hit those shots, then you're going to have to respect that, and you're going to have to draw some of that defense out.
Yes, and they could be able to bust this thing wide open by that time. But with the 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the second before half, with the Hawks being up 2, I want to see what exactly the Lady Eagles coach was able to come up with. After the last timeout, it seemed like they were able to shift up some things and go down and capitalize, but time will only tell.
Grace Cantwell doing the inbounding. And they loop this one underneath, and that is not going to go. They had the perfect opening there for Sydney Spears. She couldn't get it to fall.
They had a press on. The Eagles were able to beat the press, and the shot not able to be capitalized on. Ball right into the rim and rattled out.
Quarter cracks. Continues to look it over. Now she'll just take the shot. That's off, no good. She follows the shot, gets her own rebound. She'll make that count.
Like I said earlier, this girl is a hustler. Goodness gracious. You take a three-point shot, she runs into the paint.
Now she gets a steal on the other end. And here she comes again. Drives in, and she will get called for the charge.
She was trying to take that one coast to coast. Some people might call it overzealous, man, but I say she was feeling it. She was on fire like the NFL Blitz kids.
You know, that basket, almost unbelievably, is her first one of the game. Puts her team up by 4. Minute 37 to go.
Quarter crack senior playing for everything she's got right now. There's not too many games left.
Up the floor comes Watterson. Bouncing out to Grace Cantwell. Over on the right side, here's a shot for 3. Off the rim, no good. Brandaway is there to bring it in. Danielle Grimm missed on that shot. Now it's McElrath. Change direction. One-handed pass there to Cammie Quartercracks. Finds Milena Williams. Williams down to Brandaway. Back to Quartercracks. No room. She'll create some room, and there's a traveling violation.
The senior there with 2 mistakes. Possibly needs to put the foot on the brakes just a tad. Go ahead and look for some other teammates around. Yeah, she might be feeling it, but don't let the nerves take over, young lady.
Well, one thing that can happen in a game like this, you're right. I think you get guilty of trying to do too much when things aren't falling for the team, and you try to do too much individually, and this ball is going to wind up out of bounds. And that's really what you have to watch for, right?
Yeah.
Because it is still a team game. Look, you're not getting what you want in the way of points right now, but just settle down, kick it to somebody else if you don't have the best look, and let them take the shot.
Well, and you've got to trust the process, whatever they've been doing to get to this 11-4 point this season as they go and take a timeout now.
Yeah, Hartley does take the timeout. Bella Parker's going to report in. She'll come in right out of this timeout.
It's a full timeout.
But Donald Dennis, the head coach of the Hartley Hawks, wanting to talk to his group right now. Down to 40.5 seconds to go here in the first half. So wants to make sure that they're on the right page. Want to set up a play. Want to get some points out of this possession right now.
Well, and as you may recall, the last time at the end of the first quarter, they weren't able to get the last shot off as they ended up turning over the ball late as time was expiring. So right now, they're probably going to go ahead and draw up a few plays, make sure they can go ahead and get a shot now, and possibly the last shot to end as there's 40 seconds remaining in this before half.
So they have their play. They take it to the floor.
Quartercracks with the 4-year varsity. The girl knows what she's doing out there. I don't want to take anything away from her, but take a deep breath, go on out and do what you've been doing all year to do what you've done to get here.
They get it to McElrath. She had a battle to get that ball, but she won the battle. Bella Parker trying to feed Milena Williams off her body and out of bounds.
Watterson playing a really tight defense right now as it was.
Cashwell coming in for Quartercracks. Danielle Grimm takes a bounce pass. Loops it up the left side. Kyla McGuff with a shot off the front of the rim. No good. Bella Parker's got the rebound. Cashwell called for it. She's got it. Down to 12 seconds remaining. Milena Williams. She'll drive, lost control of the ball. Brandaway is there and has it stripped out of her hands. McElrath gets a shot away. No good at the buzzer.
McElrath said, no, not this time. I won't be turning over the ball, and I'm going to take this last shot. She did. She was patient. and at the buzzer, the ball rimmed out.
Well, it sure did, but it was a very good first half, a tight first half between these two teams. Hartley has a 19-15 lead. Julian, it's hard to believe Watterson had one bucket, and that was Camille Gregory early in the second quarter with a three-pointer. That is all that they had the entire way. Hartley had 2 3-pointers, one by Bella Parker, the other one by Kiki McElrath. And then you had that one bucket by Quarter Cracks and the one free throw by Brandaway. That's literally all the scoring in that entire quarter. So a lot of good defense, don't get me wrong, and a lot of shots that clanged off the rim, and the other team's pulling down the rebounds on both ends.
Well, you're also looking at a few turnovers there in between. They were playing a little bit more methodically. When you look at the floor, there were a few timeouts in between. The coach is able to rally the girls together and really be able to pinpoint what they wanted to focus on to be able to get the ball into the center. Saw a lot of good things from both teams there. Brandaway able to get the ball inside, then be able to go to the free throw line. Those are the things they're going to need to be able to move forward and win this game.
Yeah, so we're going to see what happens here in the second half of this one. I don't think anything's going to change. You're going to see exactly what you saw in the first half of this game. That's the way it's going to be, and we're looking forward to it. We are at the half, and Hartley has a 19-15 lead over Bishop Watterson. It's girls high school basketball here at Bishop Hartley High School on Score on Air.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Welcome back to Dick Geyer Gymnasium, where the Bishop Hartley Lady Hawks are taking on with the Bishop Hartley Lady Hawks taking on the Lady Eagles of Bishop Watterson in this contest right now. Going into the third quarter, it's the Hawks leading the Eagles 19-15. And a message from our sponsors. If you're enjoying this broadcast and would like to learn how it's done behind the scenes, check out the Ohio Media School located in Columbus. If you're interested in radio production, TV broadcasting, or digital media, the Ohio Media School is the choice for you. Visit Ohio Media School at beonair.com/Columbus. You can also find the Ohio Media School on all your favorite social media. Ohio Media School, we change lives.
Very well done. Julian Jackson, I'm Bob McElligott. As he told you, the Hawks are up by 4 and the third quarter is underway. The team switched sides and will attack a different basket here in the second half. For Watterson, they're looking to get points. They had only 3 total on 1 basket in the second quarter of this game. And they play it beyond the 3-point arc right now. Getting that ball over to Danielle Grimm. Grimm gets it down to Mulligan. Bryn Mulligan misses, and the ball winds up out of bounds.
I am not positive, and correct me if I'm wrong, Karen McGuff has not re-entered the contest yet. She did have the left eye injury, so it seemed earlier on she's got ice and holding it up against it right now. It seems like she's being replaced by Nora Dorley, the junior from Watterson.
And that's a loss. Karen McGuff's only a sophomore, but she was a big part of the first quarter of this. That takes size out of their lineup and takes a good ball handler out of their lineup. Hartley looking to add to that lead. McElrath couldn't hold on to the ball, and Watterson's got a player down the court, but Mulligan forced that pass. Quarter cracks underneath with the easy bank shot.
They had 2 girls back on the very other side of the court, meaning the Lady Eagles, and those girls getting back. It was very lopsided. It was 5-on-4 before anyone passed the half-court mark.
Grimm looks to start it again. Hands it off to Mulligan. Tell you somebody that's been quiet here is Kylie Graham. She had 4 points in the first quarter, nothing in the second. Grimm forces a shot, and that's easily pulled down by Brandaway. Williams ahead to Cashwell. Lexi was calling for it. Back to Melena Williams. Over to McElrath. And we will get a whistle. And Kiki needs to tie her shoe.
Call that a media timeout, an injury timeout. I don't know what you'd call that.
Safety timeout.
Safety timeout. There we go.
She's got that shoe tied now, and Williams will inbound it.
14, Kylie Graham, and 15, Danielle.
Finding quarter cracks. Well, Cammie bobbled that. Good job to regain possession of it. Down to Brandaway, and maybe trying to force that one in too much. Kylie Graham, good defense there.
That's exactly what I was going to go ahead and say. A little forceful there. But look for Lexi Cashwell. She's sitting out on the 3-point line. She'll be getting the ball here shortly. I'm interested to see if she's going to dish it, take the shot.
Over the far corner. That is Camille Gregory. Give it back to McGuff. Kylan McGuff. A little frustration there. You could just see it on her face. She wanted to drive. There was nowhere to go. Turned around. Couldn't really find anybody.
The Lady Eagles not able to do much here. They're kept on the outside. They're kept on the perimeter outside of the 3-point line. That's 2-3 zone working really well for the Lady Hawks.
And now we get a foul. And that's going to be on quarter cracks. So all that great defense, and because of the foul, Danielle Grimm is going to go to the line. This will be her first free throws of the night.
Danielle Grimm shooting the deuce.
Waste no time in putting that first one in.
And on the break there, Lexi Cashwell went on over and talked to coach for a moment. Should be seeing a correction here.
And McGuff pulls it down. They get it out for 3, and that is a huge play right there. As Grace Cantwell just put 4 quick points when you put it up with that free throw. 4 quick points on the board for Watterson. Now McElrath steps on the baseline and turns the ball over.
That's a big turn of momentum there. And through my mic, I don't know if you can hear him, but the Lady Eagles fans are going nuts right now. It seemed as if Kiki tried to bring the ball down a little too quickly there and force something inside to come back from that.
Pressure from Hartley. Cantwell tries another 3. That one she forced. She follows her shot, so she'll take 2.
And now all tied up here at 21s.
And now turnover Cantwell. She'll put up another one and have it fall.
Yep. And as I thought, the 6-2 run here to start up the third quarter. Hartley coach takes an entire timeout. 60 seconds to talk this over.
Yeah, good idea right there. After that whole series of events, she had the free throw by Danielle Grimm. She missed the second one. And then Cantwell wound up getting the ball, hit a 3-pointer. So right there was a quick 4. And then Cantwell comes back with a pair of regular baskets for another 4 points. And that's her first points of this game, Julian. So
wow.
All of a sudden she's an impact player here in the third quarter.
Well, and after just a handful of points scored by the Lady Eagles in the second quarter before halftime, now they've swung this thing around and scored 6 straight. So, man, we're really in for a contest if it keeps swinging this way. And you see how momentum has shifted and how fast it happens in these contests. Hartley cannot come out flat-footed anymore.
And let's remember, that all started after great defense.
Yes.
Where Watterson could not penetrate whatsoever, and then the foul wound up turning it all around. Gave them a chance to go and get some free points, and that's what started that whole turn.
They've got a fire lit under them right now. And they've got a little press. Yep, they're playing man. And they're pressing all the way down the floor.
McElrath going to try to dribble away from that pressure, crosses the timeline. Well, I was going to say she could set it up, but that pressure remains. So Milena Williams hands it off to Bella Parker. Parker to the baseline. Williams. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul called. This one will go against Camille Gregory. It'll be her first.
22, Camille Gregory, her first.
So each team with 1 foul here in the second half. Williams will inbound.
Morgan Donnelly, number 24, is now in the Hartley lineup.
2 girls sticking Brandaway on the key.
Brandaway had it slip away, got it back to Milena Williams. She never had it really on her hand. Brandaway goes in and gets the basket and the foul.
This is very exciting. We're out here watching what's happening from time to time. These young ladies are out here playing very tough. And don't forget, it is senior night here at Hartley. They're not going to give up so fast. And now it's all tied up with an opportunity to go up by 1. Brandaway at the line.
And she buries it. She's now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight.
I don't know what these two teams did at halftime, but they're coming out in press defense, each of them, and they're keeping this thing close. Neither one of these two is ready to fall back to second in the CCL.
And driving in and putting that one up and in is Kylie Graham. Well, Julian, these teams are rivals, and last year Watterson came in here as a big favorite, and Hartley had them until the final second when Watterson went coast to coast and laid the ball up and in to win the game at the buzzer. So these types of games between these two teams, nothing new.
Well, and they're out here playing with a big chip on their shoulder as they roll all over the ground there for a second, and Hartley will retain possession. Kiki McElrath taking out the ball.
Williams all the way across the court to get it, and couldn't get that reverse layup to go. And she just fell down there, and they blow the whistle to allow her to regroup.
And a safety whistle here. And that's Hartley's Melena Williams falling to the ground, holding her mouth a little bit. Could have been an incidental elbow. It didn't look like anything intentional.
Williams watching Danielle Grimm. Grimm trying to come all the way around the defense. Shut that off, give it to McGuff. And she has a chance to drive the lane, and she gets it.
That was a great use of a left hand. That is talent out of McGuff there. That's something that you don't often see out of girls in high school. And, man, that's something special.
We get a whistle, and there's a foul on the floor.
Number 22, Camille Gregory.
Camille Gregory takes another foul, her second. Tammy Quartercracks checks in for Ella Brandaway. Morgan Donnelly is out. Lexi Cashwell back in.
15, Tammy Quartercracks.
Williams to inbound. Gives it to Quartercracks.
And 2, Bella Parker.
Tammy trying to direct traffic a little bit as she gave it back to Melena Williams. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bella Parker will take a shot for 3. Off the rim, no good, and comes right to Watterson.
And Bella Parker with that attempt, before I could mention it, it's what I was thinking. She was going to be in position to be able to take a three-point. That shot contested there, but watch for her open in the corner. She'll hit the next one.
Grimm, nice between the legs dribble. Hands it off to McGuff. Right there is Quartercracks to guard her. 3-point lead for Bishop Watterson now, 27-24. Grimm got Williams out of position, couldn't hit the shot.
One important thing, keep Kylan McGuff away from her left. It's going to hurt Hartley.
Bella Parker, no good.
I had mentioned she'd make the next one. That ball just right out. It's on the way.
Graham will take a shot for 3. That one will not fall. Cashwell had some back pressure there. Good job to find McElrath, and a whistle.
It's important for Hartley to be able to maintain control here, and Kiki being able to take that ball all the way into the paint. She could have been looking to dish a pass out to the three-point line, but she was in the act of shooting, and she's going to the line to shoot 2 here.
Kiki McElrath at the line, shooting. That's
Kiki missed her 2 previous free throws. Hits this one.
That's the one thing when it comes to these young players. You've got them out here, and they're playing really tough. Kiki, just a sophomore, and being coachable, one of the most important things in high school sports.
Sydney Spears and Bryn Mulligan back in for Watterson as McElrath hits both free throws. 1-point game. Minute 17 to go in the third quarter.
Oh.
Bella Parker is called for a foul. It'll be her second of the game.
Number 2 commits the foul. Her and the team's second.
Team second here in the second half, and Bella Parker and all the rest of these girls playing really tight defense.
Grimm driving, jump shot, no good.
That's 3 team fouls on the Red Hawks. Good for Lexi Cashwell, number 12.
Lexi Cashwell taking the foul this time.
It's an over the back there. If these girls just put body on body and boxed out, they wouldn't be looking at that. They had 3 girls on 1, and the taller player ended up winning that one and getting fouled.
Nice shot by Quartercracks to get it to Cashwell. Under a minute to go here. Third quarter. Bella Parker, long 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Morgan Donnelly going to be whistled here.
Hartley's number 24, Morgan Donnelly, has just committed her first foul.
All of a sudden, each team has 4 fouls here in the second half.
We are going to be looking at 1-on-1s to end this contest later on, so it's going to come down to who is going to be able to make their free throws.
Donnelly couldn't make that steal of the inbound pass on McGuff. Bryn Mulligan opts not to shoot. Give it back to Grimm. She hands it off to Grace Cantwell. Cantwell has been the story for Watterson here in the second half. She's got 7 points.
These two teams turned up the notch on physicality. They've scored less than 10 points here. Each team scored less than 10 points, of course, in this quarter.
Cantwell, that shot won't go. Follows it, and that has it stripped away. McGuff was right there. And Cashwell, a little incidental contact, they say, and it's a turnover.
I'm liking the no call there from the referee, where that could have easily ended up looking like a push from one direction, is her tripping over her own feet and getting turned around a little bit.
2.3 seconds. So if they're going to get it in and try to get a score here and retake the lead, they're going to have to do it quickly.
Last shot opportunity once again here for the Lady Hawks.
And they put Brandaway down there to try to get it to her on the inbounds, and it got picked off. So Watterson has a lead at the end of 3 quarters, but it's as slim as a lead as you can have.
It's back and forth right now, man. I can't wait for this fourth quarter. And once again, Bishop Hartley with the ball to end the quarter and not able to do anything with it, trying to force the ball back into Brandaway, and it didn't work out.
27-26, that's the score. Fourth quarter up next here on Score on Air.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
Make sure you amplify your personality with the Theater People. They can help with your entire home setup of entertainment or networking and security. Call 614-604-6327 or visit thetheaterpeoplecolumbus.com to build your dream home entertainment system.
Well, it's all on the line right here. Bishop Watterson leading Hartley by 1 point, 27-26, fourth quarter underway. Danielle Grimm hands the ball off to Camille Gregory. Now Grimm dribbles. Nora Dorley didn't take the shot.
I'm amazed by the defenses here. They're playing so tight on each other. They're not letting shots up. They're playing physical. This is not your typical basketball game.
Well, they can't even set a pick. Well, they were trying to do that to give Grimm some opportunity to shoot. Now they get it free down low and missed a shot and take a foul on top of it. Well, when you have to work that hard just to get the shot and then it doesn't fall, that becomes frustrating.
Well, and Quarter Cracks there has been doing this kind of thing all night long. She's strong. She's a 4-year varsity letter winner, and she's not leaving anything out here on this court tonight.
Kylie Graham, number 14, her third.
Taking the foul was Kylie Graham, and that is her third foul. 15 foul. Quarter Cracks had it poked away from behind. Camille Gregory sneaked up behind her. She didn't see it coming, but fortunately for her, didn't lose the ball completely. Elena Williams starts to drive. Gets it down to Brandaway. That doesn't go. Quarter Cracks has it blocked, and it'll stay Hartley ball.
And once again, it's Quarter Cracks. If there's a name I'm going to say, she's tough. She is edgy, and she's out there ripping the ball away from me. She's got to be careful with those elbows a little bit, but man, is she exciting to watch.
Timeout called by the Hartley bench. Stopping things here. Let's take a look at that last foul.
Second charge timeout.
And Quarter Cracks there, turning around with the ball one more time, and what you're seeing there is everyone all on top of her, and with that shot just off the mark, a lot of hands all over that ball. These teams are not letting up with their physicality. They've not yet scored here in this fourth quarter. And that's okay because I'm ready to watch this defensive matchup. These girls, they might not make it to 35, but we'll see.
That's a good point. Very good point. But this play is going to be really important, and that's why they're going over it right there on the bench. This inbound play.
And as I did mention earlier on, I thought this game is going to come down to free throws, and they're being 1-on-1. Right now, it is Bishop Watterson with 5 fouls. 2 more of those, and they're going to be in the bonus. So look for the Hartley Hawks to be sending either Brandaway or Kiki can do it too. I mean, these girls right now, you send them to the line, and they'll make a shot.
Williams gets it to quarter cracks. Back to Milena Williams. Kiki McElrath. There it is.
She popped back like James Harden. She did the step back on that and drained it. That's one of the most smooth shots I've seen here all night.
Rough. There's the defense by Milena Williams. Neil Gregory trying to get away from McElrath. Over to Graham. Graham keeps looking to her left, continues to look to her left. Nothing is there. And a timeout is called by the Watterson bench.
And notice each time they make a lead change, the other team comes down very quickly, and they're looking to panic. And that's why the Watterson coach went and called a timeout there. He wanted to make sure his girls knew exactly what they were going to be doing. They wanted to devise a plan, and you want to stick to the plan. When the game's so tight and this close, and you've got as many fouls as you do against your team, you want to be sure you don't let this thing get blown wide open.
Yep, Sam Davis there in the middle of that huddle. Just trying to get his team settled down.
At 6 o'clock, the Lady Hawks play a reading.
And this momentum has swung back and forth throughout this entire game, and it's not close to being done with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock.
Already 2 timeouts in this fourth quarter, and these 2 coaches are not giving up on each other, and it is a point of pride. Of course you want the Hartley girls. The Hartley coach, of course, wants these girls to win in their senior night. And, of course, Bishop Watterson not wanting to give up that first spot in the Central Catholic League.
On the floor for the Hawks are 12. Cashwell, 4. Brandaway, 15. Photographs, 5.
Watterson inbounds. Kyla McGuff out to Grace Cantwell. Over to Danielle Grimm. Again, Grimm is being kept way to the outside. McGuff turns, tries to drive, gets inside, gets fouled.
I believe that's Lexi Cashwell on the foul here. Let's see for confirmation. Yes, it is.
Lexi Cashwell, Hartley's number 12, commits the foul. That's her second.
That is her second. Sends Kyla McGuff to the line.
To Schultz.
First one no good.
And go ahead and take a look here. As Cashwell falls behind, moving her feet, McGuff being able to make her way to the right side. And, that very well might have been quarter cracks on the foul with the reach in, but mistakes happen. Nonetheless, it was a foul. She goes to the line. Sinks.
Now on the line there is quarter cracks, and we're going to get a foul called.
Watterson's number 14.
Oh, I thought she had just lost the ball. That's a great call. That's attention to detail because I thought that ball went off of her foot. The referee said otherwise, and it stays with Hartley.
That's the 4th foul on Graham. Here's a pickoff, and she's got that ball in her hands. I think she's coming out at the next stoppage, too.
Perhaps the ball doesn't lie there. Maybe it wasn't really a foul.
McGuff over to Grimm. Back to Graham. McGuff in the lane. Whistle, foul, and a basket.
See, and I'm not sure. I don't know how much these girls are watching the NBA, WNBA, but that was a longer continuation there. That's McGuff getting the ball inside. the basket, and now at the free throw line to allow for the Watterson girls to be able to go up by 2 with 4:58 remaining. She makes that free throw. And take note right here at the replay. Turns around to the right, and she can go right and she can go left. And she was, in fact, in the act of shooting. She just made it look slow motion. She was so fast with it.
So now it's Watterson with the pressure. Milena Williams breaks free, loops it ahead, and that was too strong for Ella Brandaway.
Hartley's going to have to slow down and take a breather here. There's a lot of time left on the clock, and they're only down 2. As I mentioned earlier, anytime the momentum shifts a little bit more, the other team down then tries to do a little bit too much.
Yeah, and I think that particular play, the middle opened up. I don't think she was expecting it to open up. And all of a sudden, she's flying up the floor and just trying to get it to Brandaway, but the pass is way too strong. Danielle Grimm fakes to the right, dribbles to the left. Bella Parker right there, putting on the defensive pressure. Now McGuff, and a whistle. Oh. This is going against Milena Williams.
And they're going to segue right into the bonus here. McGuff is not who you want at the line late in the game.
Kylie McGuff at the line, shooting wall.
Yeah, she is 2 for 3. That one misses. Quartercracks wrestles away the rebound.
You're going to be looking at Parker or McElrath for an open shot here. Brandaway swallowed up by 2 defenders on the inside always. They bring her out at the top of the key.
Quartercrack says, I can do it.
A quartercrack for 3, the senior. She's been doing anything and everything. And they regain the lead 32-31 over Watterson.
Now Hartley will settle back into that defense. McGuff trying to get through it, couldn't. Brandaway brings down that rebound. Good job by McElrath. Timeout called by Hartley, 3.5 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Quartercrack's coming off the court with a big smile on her face.
Yeah, as well she should.
Only takes 30 seconds. Timeout, that is her 4.
So the timeout on the floor.
All right. And another message from our sponsors. Be sure to stay tuned after today's contest for the Mojo Sports Gear Player of the Game. For all your custom apparel needs, give Mojo Sports Gear a call at 614-864-6656 or visit their website at mojosportsgear.com.
It's going to be an interesting choice here tonight, depending upon how this game finishes. I'll tell you that, because there are candidates. I think there are candidates galore for that tonight.
Yes. No, I would absolutely agree with you. Right now, I do have my eye on... Well, let's just save that for later.
That's a nice tease, as we call it in the business right there. I think it'll be, we'll tell you right after this.
That's right.
3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game. Bishop Hartley has the lead, 32-31. And they have the ball. Quartercracks. Fakes getting it inside. Had it ripped away. Grace Cantwell just relentless in that defensive pressure. They get it down to Brandaway. She doesn't get it to go, and it is going to be a Watterson ball, and I am shocked.
And there's no instant replay in high school, but I know what I saw, and the crowd closest to that referee is letting him have it.
Yeah, it looked like it went off Sydney Spears and out, but Watterson's got the ball. Down by 1. McGuff battling Williams. Back to Quartercracks. Cammie kicks it out to Bella Parker. Parker, oh, great job by McElrath to hang on to that ball. Now we're going to get a whistle and a foul here as Danielle Grimm gets called.
She got a little jumpy there, tried to go ahead and take the strip, and as I had alluded to before, ball doesn't lie. And as they took the ball back up the floor after what was a questionable call. The ball then turned over, goes back to Hartley, and now a foul. And you see what Coach did last time from Hartley. He actually went and called a timeout after they got the ball back down the floor to be able to bring his girls in and be able to calm them down. Let's check out this replay. Brandaway just off the mark with too strong of a shot. And I want you off the frame, you've got Bella Parker wide open on the three-point line. Also another option.
Well, that's the one that went out of bounds, and the call went in favor of Watterson. And they were arguing about who touched it last there. Doesn't matter who did that because it went down the floor. Now it comes back the other way, and Hartley has it. I'll tell you what, Kiki McElrath, there was that one pass to her where she had to reach back behind her, catch that ball one-handed. That's a backcourt violation if it even stays on the floor. Either way, that was a turnover, ball going back the other direction if she doesn't make a great play. It's one of those little plays, Julian, within a game that really is a big play when you sit back and think about it, because a turnover right here could be just a momentous turn of events.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you're doggone right, Bob. Either that was an ill-advised pass by Parker. Like I said, they end up getting a little antsy. But with the proper use of timeouts here, being able to wheel the girls back in and tell them what's important. You've got 2 minutes and 39 seconds ahead of you. Each team is in the bonus, and you're only up by one. Make good decisions.
Kylie Graham comes back into the game. She's playing with 4 fouls for Bishop Watterson. But, of course, they want to have her set up underneath. She's a 6'2 junior.
14 Graham and 15 Grimm.
Elena Williams at the free throw line. And that is Melena's first point of this game. That's almost hard to believe because she is so good. Now, she's handled the ball well. She's played great defense tonight. And now looking for points when they count the most here near the end.
She's one of the best at moving her feet defensively.
She nails them both.
And when you do everything right, this is how the story is supposed to go. You're supposed to be able to reap the rewards in the contest. And that's what they're doing right now.
Danielle Grimm with Bella Parker. Right there in front of her, guarding her well. Get it to McGuff. She's driven the lane a couple of times in this quarter and drawn some fouls. That time she decided to pass it off. And Grimm, just a little jump shot there beyond the foul line. Well, they were able to set a pick that time, Julian. First time we've seen that in a while.
Oh, and you see why they like to set those picks, because it works. And Grimm with ice in her veins on that shot, right around the free throw line, sinks it.
1 point game. Oh, Brandaway maintains control of the ball. Graham, she goes in there and makes an aggressive play with 4 fouls on her, but that didn't stop her from trying to get that ball on the turnover.
These girls are not stopping physicality as the Hartley coach then takes another timeout here. This looks like he's signaling for a full, and it is.
Ella Brandaway, now I've watched her, I think I've watched her now 4 times this year. And in this game, when it comes to points, she hasn't done badly. I mean, she's got 6 points, but she's not able to get free underneath. No. You just saw they drew her out beyond the top of the key 2 times. The body language of her, she does show her frustration.
Yes.
And she showed it right there. And I think that was a really good reason in itself to take the timeout. You've got to get your star players calmed down right now. But if you're Watterson and you see that frustration, you're going to attack that player and attack. So right now, they're drawing up plays, but another thing is she needs just to clear her mind and get out there and try to make the next play.
Well, and Brandaway still only a sophomore. You have to realize these young minds, and these kids are in high school. There's so much emotion going into this contest. You're playing for your seniors. You're playing for your best friends. You go out here, and it's so close. But sometimes you have to remember, you're not playing from behind. You're playing with the upper hand. Use that leverage and make smart decisions. It's going to be interesting to see what's happening coming out of this break. They've got all starters on the floor, minus, of course, our senior there, Shania Davis. But
and just to finish that thought on Brandaway, I've also seen her be frustrated in games she's not scoring points and come down with huge rebounds, especially at the end. So, whatever it takes to get the job done between now and the final minute 41 as Grimm picks off the inbound pass. This will give Watterson an opportunity to go on top. They trail by 1 point. Mulligan. Well, she did get that pass over to Danielle Grimm, despite that good defense by Kiki McElrath. Now it'll be Watterson to take the timeout because they couldn't find a crack in the defense there.
The suspense is killing me right now. There's not even been a score between the last two timeouts, and here we are again on the other end of the floor. The other coach now from Watterson taking a timeout. I believe that was a full, if I heard correctly. Yes, it was. And they have no timeouts remaining. They're doing everything they can to keep this team in the contest. And then going back once again, to speak on Brandaway, is the fact that they use her not necessarily as a decoy, but she's drawing so many defenders that you're leaving other things open. So it's important to be able to have that kind of vision. And you've got 3 sophomores out there on the floor. Well, 2 sophomores out there on the floor in Brandaway and in McElrath. I'm sorry. And then Bella Parker with being a junior. And I'll just go ahead and say it right now. She's only 5 feet 4 inches, and she moves around like she's long, man. Her feet stay with. She's too quick. She's too elusive, and these girls do not like having them on her. She frustrates you.
Bella Parker had 5 points in the first quarter. She had 3 in the second quarter. They have shut her out points-wise ever since then.
She missed 3 three-point attempts there in the third quarter. I want to note that right now, but they have not allowed for her to be able to get the ball, so you are right about that.
Yeah, they kind of saw enough of that, I think. And they would have shut that down, especially at this juncture of the game where a three-pointer can either bring you back from a deficit or it could really start to open up the lead.
Look for McGuff to take full control here. If they're able to get her the ball back again, watch her drive to the lane and be able to get fouled.
Well, Melena Williams shut that off. That's what her intention was. Williams right there with that good defense that we've talked about that she's had tonight. Grimm kicks it out. They loop it in to McGuff. Poked away, but she tracked it right back down. Under a minute here. 1 point game. Kylie Graham going to take her time. Get it over to Danielle Grimm. Bella Parker with the defense. Grimm comes in. That shot no good. And it gets pulled down by Nora Dorley. And there's a shot good for 3. And look out. That's Grace Cantwell again. Here's a shot for 3 from Hartley. Melena Williams buries it.
Watch out now. Got to be smart here. Do not foul.
And there's a foul on the floor. And a one-on-one.
And the Hawks up 1. A big mistake by Cashwell. Or was that quarter cracks?
Correct. Melena Williams, she just hit the 3 and then committed the foul.
Oh, jeez.
It's a 1 point game. Kylan McGuff. She is 2 for 4. That is no good. Brandaway with a rebound and a foul.
And they fouled Brandaway, the one you did not want to foul, to send to the line there. She tried her best to get rid of the ball, and I think she's very pleased.
In sports,
let's take a look at it
again.
Again
a player
here.
That can get the job done right there.
Wow.
What a three-point shot there. Grace Cantwell with ice in her veins, and then right back, Melena Williams. And are we going to catch the foul here? No, then they're shortly after the foul. Brandaway at the line.
And that is good.
And the crowd erupts on the Bishop Hartley side. Up to 8.5 remaining. Brandaway, one last shot.
And that goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Watterson ball.
They are contesting all the way. Let's see if we can take another look at this.
Well, Watterson is going to inbound, 2 point game.
It's like we don't have an angle on it. You don't want them taking a three-point shot here.
They do. And it's good at the buzzer. Danielle Grimm at the buzzer wins it for Bishop Watterson.
The referees quickly off the floor.
I never saw him move so fast, quite frankly. The referees sprinted out of here.
Hartley in complete and utter shock. Watterson is ecstatic, of course. That shot, we've got to get another angle for that shot. And my question for you is not to be so caught up in the hype. Jeez. Not to be so caught up, and that's Danielle Grimm. Surely off balance taking that shot. It didn't look like it had a chance at all, but as Hartley, do you even talk about or take a timeout? Do you talk about fouling in this situation? So caught up in so much controversy over which way the ball should have gone. Did they lose focus here on senior night at home in the Dick Geyer Gymnasium?
Well, that's a really good point, because they were completely rattled. And their coach, Donald Dennis, was trying to tell them, hey, come on, calm down. We're going to take what was decided here, and we're going to go from there. And, hey, it's a great shot. It's a great shot to win the game. There's no question about that. And Danielle Grimm, when it came down to it, she got it done. Let's look at it again from the missed foul shot here. And who touches it last?
It seems we don't have another angle right now, but it seems as if it went off of a crimson and gold jersey. Oof. Yes.
So what they were saying is, who's ever behind Brandaway there, is that Melena Williams?
Cracks.
I think they're saying that.
Cracks.
Yeah, that's and again, the officials don't get to look at what we're looking at right now, but it very much seems that it went off Kyla McGuff, and it went out of bounds. And then here comes the game-winning shot by Grimm.
Unbelievable. She completely went off frame there after that shot. I mean, talk about being off balance. No time to set her feet. As time is expiring, that ball goes into the air and just made it. And it was very clear that when she shot it, that it was on line to get in, and then it dropped, and it was pandemonium in here. Loud noise from all over the place. Jaws dropped across the floor on the home side with the Hartley Hawks in disbelief.
Well, I told you last year, this is a repeat of what happened last year in this very gymnasium at the end. It wasn't a three-pointer. It was a layup last year. This time it is a three-pointer by Danielle Grimm, but the result is the same. Bishop Watterson gets out of here with a 1-point victory. So that is there's your final, 39-38. And now our Mojo player of the game.
You want to announce it? I want to announce it.
No, you can announce it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, I had someone on my mind earlier on. It was going to be Quarter Cracks. And I'm looking at Danielle Grimm, player of the game. Last second shot to go ahead and take this one home for Bishop Watterson. Had played really well here in the second half. What did her metrics end up here for points?
Well, funny you ask. She had 9 points total. They all came in the second half, and 8 of them came in the fourth quarter.
Boom. Right there.
So she had 2 3-pointers in the third quarter there as part of her 8 points. But, I mean, that one, and we saw the replay of it, Julian. I mean, she comes down the floor. It's not like she got a chance to set up, and, she couldn't set her feet just outside the arc. That was on the run, pull up, take the shot all in one motion. Pretty darn impressive.
Yes, very impressive there. And Danielle Grimm, senior, 5'8" senior out of Watterson. I mean, incredible. It was almost as if she made this her own senior night over here. And talk about taking the cake. She did it.
She did it, and Watterson takes both games from Hartley to win the CCL, and hey, what a matchup it was. So this is what you hope to see when you show up for a rivalry game like this tonight, and nobody was cheated here. The Bishop Hartley fans and players are going to go home feeling very distraught, and they're going to have a bone of contention about what happened right there at the very end, but at the end of it, when it's all said and done, this was a great girls basketball game.
Absolutely, and I would watch this thing 10 times over. This isn't an average contest that you see. You're looking at the top 2 teams in the Central Catholic League. You've got to be expecting there to be yet another matchup here once you get to tournament. And I don't know exactly what that breakdown looks like, but I want to see this again. And I'd love to be able to be back for it. No matter where they are, you can invite me and you can invite Bob.
Let's take a look at it one more time. This is how it came to an end. The three-pointer. And the celebration was on.
And what a great shot down there. And a great camera angle from that guy with the Score on Air Network. I believe that's Seth Donahoe. Capturing all of the action. What a shot.
That shot wins it for Bishop Watterson. There is the final score. Watterson 39 and Hartley 38. And that is going to wrap things up from here at the Dick Geyer Gymnasium here at Bishop Hartley. For Julian Jackson, I'm Bob McElligott. Thanks for watching girls high school basketball right here on Score on Air.